through the regional qualifiers and the first day of group stage. They are here now. Point Blank International Championship 2018. Introducing the 4 teams in the semifinals. Defending champions and strong momentum from the group stage. Most kills recorded. Will they be able to keep their pride? The strongest nation of Point Blank from Indonesia, RRQ Endeavour. Two-time PBIC champions and 2-time second place as well. The power comes from their source. From Russia, Art of Execution. PBIC champion and the second place. This team is a monster with 83% win rate from the group stage yesterday, the round win rate. From Thailand, Signature PB. Looking to have the glorious moment back from PBIC 2016. They're trying to show the power of Brazil. From Brazil, Juventus. We have the 4 teams for the semifinals. The 4 strongest Point Blank nations going against each other. Which 2 teams will be in the finals? We will find that out very soon. Point Blank International Championship 2018. We will begin right now. Welcome to Point Blank International Championship 2018. My name is Jake Clef, and with me, Seth Achilles. We're gonna have day 2 Point Blank action all throughout the day. We're gonna start with the semis, and then all the way from third place decider match and to the finals. We're gonna do the award ceremony as well. So this day is going to be full of action.
Very much like yesterday, we went through the entire group stage. We got to see who is the best of the best in the world in Point Blank esports, and somewhat unsurprisingly, it's actually the 4 regions that all have titles in WC and PBIC championships. No other region has been able to take a first place. Some have climbed up, gotten into the top 3 in the past, such as Turkey, Azerbaijan. They have made it up on that climb, but these are the regions that have those championship titles backing them. They are going to be the ones competing for that first place prize. Indonesia, of course, still a front runner, but all of these squads looking extremely good from what we saw yesterday, especially the likes of Thailand with Signature PB. They are absolute monsters right now, and they even come in with a higher win percentage over RRQ Endeavour.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to have all those strong 4 teams in the semis. But before we go into the real action, let's take a look at the overview and how everything is going to be planned out for today. Point Blank International Championship 2018. It is through the group stage. We are in day number 2. And just yesterday and today, 2 days of action at Seoul East Stadium at OGN, Seoul, Korea. We are live bringing this to you guys. It has 8 teams, but 4 teams are already out from day number 1.
Yeah, so World Judge, PBIC Esports, Puggers Rascal Gaming, and T-Rush SKR unfortunately did not make it through to the knockout stage, but RRQ, Signature, PB, Juventus, and Art of Execution will all be here representing their countries, trying to compete for that top prize, $55,000 going to that first place team. Of course, everybody going to be taking home a little bit of something, and then at the end, we will be crowning a tournament MVP. Can be from any squad who has competed here this weekend. We'll see who it's going to be. There's a couple front runners right now, in my mind at least, but who is going to be elected as that MVP is still a mystery to all of us.
That is totally true. And looking at the competitive format, the match format from today, not like yesterday, it is going to be best of 3. So instead of just having 1 map, we'll have at least 2 maps and up to 3 maps between the 2 teams, starting from the semis and to the third place decider, and also the finals, best of 3 every action.
Yes, so for the semifinal matches here that we're getting ready to kick off with, the highest seeded team got the first pick, then the second team comes in, gets theirs, and then the third map, should we go to it, is randomly selected, and it's a coin toss to decide which side, red or blue, each team will be starting on. So we'll see if we can make it to those third map sets. I really hope that we have some extended series. We had some super fast ones yesterday, but when we did have the action slow down, had those longer rounds coming through, it was nail-biting action that we were seeing out of these squads, and now we have the best of the best.
Yeah, exactly how the map pick was selected. Each team gets to ban 1 map. Of course, the first place from Group A and Group B, they got their choice first. That's called Team A here. That's going to be the order, and also we get to ban 2 more maps. So of the remaining maps, they actually don't have to play 2 more maps, and then it's randomly selected after banning 2 of those out. So they should be feeling pretty comfortable on those maps, whichever randomly selected they are.
Yeah, at least each team is going to be getting 1 of their choice, so that they can feel very good about that. Of course, the bans can obviously take away a prime pick that somebody might have, but then it all comes down to that random selection, which is really going to prove the worth of a squad and how well prepared they are for this tournament here this weekend. I mean, like I said, these guys are the best in the world, so they've been playing this game for quite a long time. It's been out for 10 years. They should know these maps like the back of their hands, but how coordinated they're going to be, we're going to have to wait and find out. Our first semifinal matchup here of the day, of course, is going to be RRQ Endeavour going up against Art of Execution Indonesia versus Russia. Then our second semifinal, Signature PB versus Juventus Thailand versus Brazil.
We're going to start off with the rematch of the last year's finals. RRQ versus AoeXe. So that's a lot exciting about the second match. We also have a strong tournament favorite in there too. So both matches has to be really exciting. This is the best matchup we can ever hope for.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more really to say on top of that. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the matchup, get a closer view of what we can expect. Starting us off, it's RRQ Endeavour still going to be the front runners as far as tournament favorites. These guys not dropping a single series yesterday. Team KDA of 1.54. They're able to net themselves those 9 points, 30-13 in their round win-loss record. So an absolutely stunning performance from pretty much everybody on this roster. Obviously some standout moments coming through from the likes of NextJax, which is what we were anticipating. The 1v3 clutch, I cannot sell that enough. It was an absolutely insane moment from him. But everybody on this team has performed extremely well to get them here into this semifinal. And I think that one of the big heroes of this squad is actually going to be Fire.
Yes, Fire was actually in the front, taking a lot of the shot going down before the team as well, but taking down at least few kills along with him. So that also started the map just like that. Also King Leo backing up both talent, all great members in the team. And you talked about Jax before, so this roster seems like the strongest one, and they can actually have the highest chance of taking the trophy home.
Yeah, Next Jack's coming in. He's going to be the third highest KD in the tournament up until this point. But Fire comes in with the highest amount of kills, 47 to his name. The amount of deaths coming through, he is the point man for that squad. Does skew his KDA a little bit, but their opponents here today, like you said, this is the rematch coming through. It's Art of Execution. They did drop that single series, but they still make it here to the semifinal. They still look extremely strong.
They got some chance on the main stage yesterday with some match in which they happened to lose. But other than that, the other scores actually from the second stage, from what I remember, 2 5-0s, 5-1 and 5-2. So a lot of dominant records coming out from this team. Even though they're not the first place coming out from Group B, they were strong enough to make it here. And when they have the momentum, when they have the tempo, when they are on fire, this team can just roll on straight. So you better be careful for this team. Even though RRQ is a very strong favorite, this team might not be stopped if it comes to chance.
Well, we were talking about it before the tournament even began, that maybe Art of Execution would be one of those squads that could take down RRQ. This is their opportunity. This is their last chance to do it, to get revenge from the last championship. Try to get into that grand final and bring home the trophy for the first time in a while, because as a region winning a PBIC, it hasn't happened since 2014 for Russia.
And here comes the fans and the picks, where we're going to have for the match 1, 2, and set number 3. So Safe House is going to the second one. RRQ, even though they were first, they actually gave up the first pick. And they picked second set instead. So Art of Execution got the first set pick, which is really rare, but that happened. So first set is going to be Blow City, second one coming in, Safe House, and then randomly selected set number 3, Province.
So we will get to see Blow City on the main stage for the first time. Missed out on it, was played on the secondary stage just once yesterday. So now we get to have that one come back through, and then from there it's just going to be repeat maps. So let's go ahead and get a little update, since we weren't able to see it yesterday, on Blow City.
Blow City, one of the bigger maps, I would say, in the map pool. And it can be hectic when you want to go all the way to the side, to the highway. It's basically an all-in strategy, which we don't see too much. But going through that B-side by looking there, it's totally possible. See the big path on the bottom side, that's going to be the highway. But going towards the A side is the safer path all the time.
Well, we're uncertain how these guys are going to play the map, whether it's going to be slow pushes, looking for picks, or whether or not it's just going to be all-out chaos, charging down the highway, looking to just melt the enemy squad. The high fives coming through from the Russian squads. We're getting ready to load into game. Ladies and gentlemen, the first semi-final of PBIC 2018. Let's jump straight into it. RRQ Endeavour versus Art of Execution.
Let's go.
And with the first half, it is going to be RRQ Endeavour starting in red. And Art of Execution in blue. Trading going into A side first. Gets the kill. Trading kill, just 1-1, 1-2, 1 for 2 actually. AoeXe has to back up. And it takes a long time to back up on this map sometimes.
Yeah, very nice trade up there. Losing out on Moza, but finding Yadigan and Freed. Freed, of course, is going to be one of the more crucial members to take down here. Away from Art of Execution. He is going to be the predominant sniper player as well.
And continuing the action, just going towards the B side. You see 2 of them actually going all the way around. It takes a long time, but seems like until Gentle actually got a pretty nice idea of what's happening, because they don't really see too much around A site. They're actually moving towards B now.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, Nade's going to be coming down. Gentle going to be able to avoid that blast, keeping himself safe. Fire's going to be pushing forward.
As long as they have this room control, they can actually see through, look down onto the B site. So they're going straight in with the cover.
Oh, but Gentle, he's going to find both of them. A double headshot coming in now, looking for Fire. Gets him down to about half HP, just hovering in behind the Hummer here, trying to keep himself safe.
And right next to the
blue. It's actually going to be RQ peeling back.
And right next to the blue spawn, Jaxi can get some angles, but it will be really hard to actually come all the way up here to help Fire when he's going to be in action.
He's pushing out, needs to look behind the container there, but actually will get caught out. Gentle there on that low ground. Doesn't manage to find it. Next Jack's taking the shot, misses the head. Now going to be looking for AoeXe. Takes it, but he cannot get the kill. Takes him low. AoeXe will be able to pick it up, and that's going to be round one going the way of Art of Execution.
Nicely done, nicely covered when they were on the move. Art of Execution had a really good read when they were going towards that B side, so they're continuing their action. First round RRQ, they started really, really fast, trying to get them surprised. Let's see if they continue that kind of speed into the game.
He's still coming down. Moza again, still going to be playing in the same little room here with the stairwells, but it's poked out. Can't return any damage back onto the members of Art of Execution, so he's just going to be losing out completely in that situation. Down to a third of his HP now.
Focusing only 2 onto the A side, and they're actually quite spread out. As they see a lot of nades and smokes thrown to A side, they're going to have one more actually backing up towards the stairs to A side.
Jax waiting for the smoke to dissipate, looking for an opportunity to get a shot off there. Fire taking a lot of damage from that nade. Down to 19 HP here. Turn a little bit back on the AoeXe, but still going to be massive advantage here as far as the HP bars are concerned for Art of Execution. AoeXe now finding next Jax, taking some shots. Hovering behind the containers here, pops up. For an angle, but they just keep playing cat and mouse here.
There's a backup with 3 men. AoeXe, he's heard the sniper by King Leo taking one down.
And push around into the side. Now King Leo coming up with a double. Aiden will also be eliminated. Free finds Moza, but Yatagan now going to get taken down. It's a 3-1 advantage. Freed the last member alive for Art of Execution. Looks like we might just be going back and forth with the rounds for now, as RRQ looks to go 1-1.
As Freed is actually going to go all round because he knows that bomb was going to be planted regardless, but it's actually in the other side. He actually does not know, so he's not going to have too much time, so he finds out now and then has to go all the way around. This will be a really hard save. If he pulled this one out, this may actually be the highlight.
It would be huge. Manages to find fire. Takes minimal amount of damage now, but still has to worry about King Leo and Talon. Pushing around, going up the stairs. Didn't look right. Shots coming down. Yep, King Leo is just waiting right there on his flank. Manages to pick up that kill, and that's going to be tying us up 1-1.
Okay.
Now, when you're tricked onto the other side like that, it's super hard to actually come back because you lack in time. There's a 1v3 situation, so that was a tough one to actually bring back to your team. But good management of RRQ actually diving into the side and having that rotation that was pretty slick play coming out from them.
Talon gonna get taken down. Nades out from Raiden, managed to find that first kill. So again, solid start for Art of Execution.
Jack slowly trying to think if anyone's coming around, which is really rare, coming down all the way from blue side. But just in case, because Jack is supposed to just take care of anyone coming around. But AoeXe not really thinking of that at all. They want, because A has been broken through several times, they want to get some more people towards the A side a little more.
Play slowing down considerably here for RRQ. On these approaches, King Leo starting to inch his way forward towards the site. Several members of Art of Execution just waiting within, however. Let's see if he's going to be showing himself. Moza gonna push up the staircase here again. Going back and forth with Freed. Trade out a little bit of damage, but now next Jack's going to get jumped on. AoeXe managed to find that kill off screen.
Leo gets one more headshot as he's breaking through a lot of the players here, but he goes down. There's another grenade.
Yeah.
Great defense coming out from AoeXe.
And now it's just Moza with 13 health remaining, and he will get taken down. Gentle able to find that kill. 4 members remaining at the end of that round. Art of Execution will move up 2-1.
Sometimes you don't really see that grenade going straight up and down because you're focused on the target in front of you, but those grenades will actually get you if you just go straight in. But they have waited that much to get those grenades out, so it is actually really important to just wait out, but if you use too much time, so having those kind of shot calls, choosing the timing will be the critical thing from the red side especially. Jax trying to find some kill. This is the sniping spot before you go all the way into the highway to the side.
He's been sniping, but honestly, I can't really think of seeing next Jax in the kill feed so far outside of getting killed himself. So the sniping hasn't been the most effective so far here on Blow City, but first blood will be coming through. Moza able to pick up a kill on a Freed.
Was it coming around? This could be a chance, and he takes down 1, 2.
He's gonna find 2 of them there, both headshots. Raiden as well picking up King Leo, and just like that, things start unraveling for RRQ. Now it's just Moza left again. You could see in dismay, arms behind his chair, another victory going over to Art of Execution.
So a lot of rounds being taken in the blue side. I think it's also because the sniper in this, having a sniper gun on this map is actually really tough. And that's also the thing, you don't really go towards the B side too much. That's the real issue that they're going to find later on.
It's in onto the staircase here. Moza will take Freed low, but Talon and King Leo have also taken a considerable amount of damage. So up top, just going to be lobbing these nades in, looking for a pick off on Moza, but will not be able to find him yet.
Really focusing on to the one bomb site for now. And they actually have 4 Moza going around. Jack's starting to push, look with the angle with that T2. Doesn't really find any. It's really hard because the blue side will always be covered with those angles. You can't really see throughout unless you actually come in here. Lots of good grenades.
Falling low, 1 HP, I believe, remaining on him. Yeah, barely staying in this mix. So he and Freed both poked out quite a bit.
But because they didn't get the kill, they might think that there's no one in there. So they do have to check once more.
Blank's still coming down. He's still going to be alive. Fire able to find Raiden. Now Wezek going to be falling. Talent able to scoop up that kill. 3 members remaining for the side of Art of Execution as Yatagan starts pushing for it. But NextJax has that point blank shot with the sniper rifle, taking him down. Freed also falls, and now it's all on Gentle. Pushing his way in, finds one. NextJax going to get burned down, but there's just too many members. He doesn't know which way to look. RRQ will be able to stabilize and pick up that win in round 5.
3-2. Achilles, this is just getting better. Semifinals, the first match, first set. 3-2. Art of Execution, even though they can have the defense, it seems like RRQ, they are starting to get things going with those grenades, with the strategy that they have. Start slowly going into different directions now. Look at that, they're focusing 2.
NextJax just a little bit too late on that shot. Would have been a massive opening if he could have gotten that pick off.
Those jukes can be really hard, but if you get that lucky shot with the sniper, it will be the best to start off because you can actually just go around to the other side.
Fire just going to be popping the barrel here. Starting to shift up around the corners. Nades coming out to help escort him forward. Smoke now going to be thrown down onto the staircase, disrupting Wezek. Answering frag grenade coming down.
Notice Wezek, because he got hit, a big hit from grenade last time, he forces himself a little back. Willing to let those positions out.
Fire taking a bit of damage, has to cut his way back. Keeps himself safe and alive here for the moment. Moza opening things up as Freed will go down, but Raiden fires back, gets that nade kill in on the fire. Now Talent also going to be falling at the hands of Yatagan.
Great grenade and coming in and also pushing at the same time. Great teamwork coming out from AoeXe, defending the site.
2v3, King Leo still trying to inch his way forward into the bomb site, but this is proving rather difficult.
Only 2 left. Moza is spotted basically by having one thrown there. And King Leo trying to just work out. Seems like they are going to go towards the other side, just having a big rotation. Will take some time.
Moza finding Gentle here. Back and forth with the HP. Both going to be dangerously low. One headshot would turn this on its head for either side.
Raiden now dropping down,
they're pushing him. They're looking for it. The flank now coming through from King Leo. Finds one. But can he take this 1v2 now? Both of them have been tagged up. Yatagan falling low. Will get burned down. King Leo has no HP, however. And Raiden will be able to get the kill. Another round going the way of Art of Execution.
Success.
That was a 3v2, but still Moza just buying that much time left King Leo to come all the way around, which takes a lot of time. If a little bit more, I think they actually could have taken that round.
Well, a little bit more, and that's going to be the half going the way of Art of Execution. 4 rounds up now. RRQ, can they push for 3 consecutive rounds to take the half? Or will Art of Execution just have such a significant advantage when we swap sides?
It's not like yesterday where we had full 10 games. When they have more than the games that they need to win the game, we'll just move on to the next set.
Yeah, as soon as we have that winner confirmed, we'll just be carrying on to that next map, as you say.
Wezek finding the first kill, fire, the first one always in the front line, goes down this time. And Moza trying to open up into the center pace, where Freed will be actually right on top of him, so he's actually good to go. Gentle, Yatagan right next to him.
King Leo again playing this angle inside for the push out onto the A site.
Jack's right next to him, trying to get them spots into A.
Fire in the hole.
Moza just keeps taking the brunt end of these exchanges, not really able to trade any damage back. Keeps walking away with a sliver of HP. does harm his ability to be impactful as we go later into the round. King Leo, however, opens things up, finds AoeXe with a pick-off with that nade. Next Jack sniping in on the point, barely misses that shot. Now Moza and King Leo both gonna go down. Freed comes up with a double kill. They throw it into the back, Raiden finding Next Jax, and it's just talent by himself. Art of Execution looking to close out this first half. Pushing down the staircase, spots out Gentle, finding his way around the truck. Will get taken down, 5 rounds confirmed, only 2 for RRQ, our reigning champions. One step closer here for Art of Execution to take this first map.
If they take on the second half 3 rounds in a row, that will just be the set and the game. Look at that, RRQ actually let Art of Execution take this map up front. Teams are actually going towards Art of Execution. What a great defense. Of course, with the sniper, Next Jax, going through Glow City, it's actually really one of the toughest maps, I personally think. But this has to come in time because they have to defend this time. And let's see where Jax is going to point himself because the other 4 has to really do their jobs.
A rough position to be in. Of course, this is a best of 3, so even if they do suffer a loss here on Glow City, RRQ will have their map pick coming in for the second round. That's going to be on Safe House, but they want to pick up that first map with victory. They want to be just one more away from qualifying into that grand final. But Art of Execution are putting up one hell of a fight, and RRQ need to rise to that occasion. Need to match them, and so far have been unable to do so. We'll see how they're going to fare as we get ready to shift over to the defense for RRQ Endeavour.
So a lot of focus from RRQ into the A side, which is a lot more common, of course. But let's see if Art of Execution on red this time, they shift into the B side sometimes, which is really rare, but we might just have that soon as we get ready to jump into the second half of the match in Glow City. And it is going to be just in a moment where we get into the second half. But the first half was actually full of action. RRQ trying to get their momentum back by taking the fifth round, which had 3-2, and then they lose 2 straight more right after.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if this is going to be a bit of a situation like we saw yesterday from RRQ, where they were struggling at the beginning of the day, and then they kind of came online and they were able to take the rest of their series pretty concisely, because this is a much slower start and much less impactful performances from some of the key members than we were expecting. Next Jack's not really finding much success with his sniping. I think maybe 1 or 2 kills, realistically, is what come to mind from that entire first half of Glow City. And Fire as well, getting picked off early. Moza taking the brunt end of some of these exchanges, coming away with barely any HP, if not just completely killed without trading anything back. So seems like RRQ maybe a little bit groggy here in the early afternoon of a Sunday, whereas Art of Execution, they look wide awake and focused.
Exactly. As RRQ had that moment, I believe 5-4, 5-4 on the first group stage match yesterday. And except for that, they had pretty dominant scores, but they did struggle on the first one of the day yesterday in day 1. So maybe that's going to be the thing that where they actually have really hard time to warm up. Art of Execution, they look crisp on their defense. But let's see, right now they're just remaking the room, checking everything's okay before we go into the second half.
Now we have all the players loaded up into the lobby, so just going to be finalizing some stuff here with the admins so we can get things underway. But like you said, it was 5-4, 5-4 when they played against World Judge Esports Club. That was the close series. And then from there, they just came online. They managed to take their series so very concisely. 5-1, 5-1 on Sandstorm up against Pogus Rascal Gaming, then playing against Juventus right at the end of the day, 5-2 and 5-1, and that's another top 4 team. So RRQ, we know the level that they can play to. They are the champions reigning at the moment for a reason, but if they can't focus up in the second half, pick up this map win, if they are going to continue to play the way that they are right now from that first half, we might be crowning a new champion here in 2018.
Exactly. If they can actually take them down to the semi and then move on to the finals, they can have a lot better chances of taking that trophy home, which can't always happen. These 4 teams that are playing today, they're all so great. We have seen their dominance against the other teams, and that's the reason why they're here, first of all, and they can actually they all have all the chances of being the finalists. taking that trophy home. I think that will come into chance. Seems like we are having some technical difficulties before we get into the second half. But just to summarize, it is a 5-2 Art of Execution leading. And they were on the blue, RRQ on the red side. That was the first half on Blow City.
Yep. And I mean, this would be such a huge victory for Art of Execution, for Russia in general, if they are able to pick it up. Like I kind of said before, it's been a very long time since Russia has taken home a championship. Not since 2014 for a PBIC championship going back to their region. You know, having that victory 4 years later would be absolutely heartwarming, I'm sure, for all of the Point Blank fans watching from home, especially for the squad here playing today, especially after that rough last match that we saw from them yesterday on the main stage. Being able to turn that performance around, come back in even stronger on day 2, and at least even make it into the grand final, take down the 2017 champions,
Exactly.
guarantee that there's going to be a new team winning in 2018 would be absolutely huge for these guys, and so far they're looking good in pulling that off. How things are going to evolve as we go deeper into this series on the second map and then potentially on the third, obviously still yet to be seen. The map pick aspect for RRQ for map 2 is going to be a bit of a worry. They're going to be playing more on not quite home turf, but more comfortable grounds for RRQ, perhaps to have Jax excel with that sniper. But for now, this is a very solid start and a little bit unexpected, I would say, for the Russian squad.
Yeah, talking about the maps and the sniper, exactly. So on the blue side, if Jax goes towards B, and then if the entire A cannot really have their perfect defense against the entire squad of Art of Execution, that Jax will be the last remaining one trying to break through the red side, which is basically, I would say, he needs something like the miracle that he showed yesterday, like 2-3 times, if he actually wants to be, because he will be very far back there. This is a gigantic map between A and B. You need to have spend a lot of time going back and forth between the places. If you spread your sniper not in the middle, which is really rare, onto the B side, which is going to happen very likely, and A side, that's going to be where all the action is going to be focusing from the red side. So depending on that one position, the entire game strategy has to change from Art of Execution as well. That's going to be the key point of going into the second half of the match. But right now, seems like we are still in talks.
Yeah, we have everybody in the lobby pretty much ready to go and is waiting on a couple players here. I see some final ones readying up now, so perhaps we'll be set to dive back in for the second half of this series and figure out who's going to be taking map 1, who's going to be moving up to match point, because again, this is a best of 3, this isn't a best of 5, so moving up with one map win is absolutely huge. One more is all that you need, and you've punched your ticket into that grand final. You're one step closer to being the 2018 PBIC champion. All of these teams are going to be vying for that. Obviously, the prospect of having a back-to-back championship for Indonesia is absolutely huge, something that they want, something that Russia actually did do. They're champions in 2013 and 2014, one of the only squads to have back-to-back championships. So they want to start that path again, get the 2018, then get the 2019, have that double back-to-back happening. But then you still have to worry about Brazil and Thailand on the other side of the bracket, because you're not going to know who you're playing against. Whichever team wins here, RRQ or Art of Execution, they can think about what they're going to do for the final, what maps they're going to want to play on. But as far as the draft goes, you still have to wait and see who you're playing against so you can focus out maps that they're strong on. So you still only get so much limited preparation.
They have a lot of time to actually prepare that after the first one, especially because they're playing the first match. If they win, they will have some time to relieve. For the second match, they will have a lot of more information because we go into the third place match and also the final. So there's a big break for the first match, especially they can get some break and also see the opponents, how they do the action. Same for the other teams that are waiting for the match number 2. They can just watch the first match, see what's going to happen. But seems like we are ready to jump into the second half of our first set in Blow City. Let's see all that action between Art of Execution and RRQ Endeavour.
Straight back into it. So Art of Execution at the moment going to be leading 5-2. RRQ have to put in some serious work here now that they're swapped over onto the blue side. Nate's coming out. King Leo going to take a little bit of damage here, but Yatagon going to be the first one to fall as Talent does find that pickoff, but he's getting pushed aggressively here on the point. Let's get that shot onto Freed. Will get taken down, but Fire is there to scoop up the remaining kills. as Freed and Raiden will both fall. So now going to be a 4-2 situation with Gentle barely having any HP left.
Gentle goes down, and his last one gets taken down by Fire. He takes 3 kills in the very first round.
And these are soundproof booths, and I could just hear RRQ cheering beneath us. Excited, they know that they're back in, have a very successful first round, so another one on the board. Like you said, 3 rounds is what it would take for Art of Execution to close this out.
So RRQ Endeavour, they need to maximize their round here on the blue side. Having perfect defense, 5-0 seems almost required, and that's the amount of pressure you get in the second half if you don't do as well in the first half. They will actually switch here.
Swapping around just a little bit.
Yeah, because Freed took a lot of damage. He's willing to just change, going with the AoeXe 3, but Wezig actually goes down.
Yeah, Mose able to find that kill. So all that trading not really netting much. Raiden taking some shots, but not really finding any connections. Nade's coming down. As they try to work their way in onto the point. Art of Execution. Spamming out several members, gonna be low. Raiden gonna get taken down. King Leo able to find that shot. Now gonna be pushing out his fire. Wrapping around the backhand side, looking for the remaining members, which there's just 2 left. Yadagan and Freed, both down below half HP. RRQ, this is looking like a surefire win for them in round 2.
They only have to close this one out, as I saw Freed after taking that initial shot, trying to harass onto the other side of Jax is also really low by having all those rifle shots into him. But if they can't really break through the 5-man of RRQ, this seems like a really tough round for them. 130 left.
Looks like we might be in a 4-5 situation here as far as the rounds are concerned. Fire almost spotting out Yadagan there.
Yeah, that in the middle room there, they have the perfect setup in towards the A side cafe, where they just have cover both angles. Even if you have 2 coming in at the same time, you will at least get 1.
Well, there is one. Now it's just Freed all on his lonesome.
Yeah, already into the B side though.
Trying to get a clutch here is a little too much to ask, you would expect, but he's still working his way over here. He's in onto the B site. Does he go for the plant and try to defend? Seems like RRQ are reading the situation a little bit, sending some members to wrap around because Fire is now on his way.
RRQ slowly trying to approach, and we're gonna meet Fire instantly and goes down with the headshot. So Fire's literally on fire in the second half. RRQ taking 2 rounds in a row. Seems like they are going towards their path.
Bomb defused.
And this is what I was talking about. RRQ starting to look like they're waking up.
Mission
Coming online,
success.
Fire now finding these very important pickoffs, getting the finishing here, the finishing blows. This is what we have come to expect from him after yesterday's performance.
We do have Jax looking towards that round of coming around the B site all the time. This is one of the hard things, because RRQ basically needs a perfect defense and in A. And they are doing a magnificent job in the first game. Here comes RRQ, having 2 focused and Fire in the mid room, already actually all the way far to the red side. So he's got to be careful a little bit, but Fire is very aggressive every single time like that. They didn't try to just poke in if anyone's poking out, having some chances of watching anyone. Jax onto the B side all the way into the back, trying to see if anyone's coming around, but that's not the case in this game.
Nade's coming out. Good for some picks here onto the A side. Not really gonna be finding too much, but Fire gonna be taken quite low. Freed as well. He'll now get taken down. Next Chex finds that kill, but talent is gonna be exchanged out. Nade's claiming the lives. Right now, advantage gonna be in the hands of Art of Execution, as they do have the healthier members here on their squad. Fire barely holding on by a thread with that 4 HP.
With all those over grenades, but they still didn't manage to actually go towards A. They're actually in the same position. Actually, was it going all the way around and going towards the B site now? And Art of Execution making the move. RRQ has no idea that this is going on. They're trying to slowly push towards the mid, but they have already scanned.
Oh, King Leo though goes in, finds Raiden. Gentle just not really in a position to try to answer back. Now he's gonna be pushing forward, spots him out, gets a little bit of damage in, taking King Leo down about half HP. Fire has found Yatagan off screen. Now Moza coming in from behind, gets rid of Gentle, and SemiFinal1 on his lonesome back over here onto the B site, starting the plant, but next Jax is nearby.
Yeah, we heard the sniper shots, and Jax knows exactly what's happening. There's
Nade
a
wrapping around the back.
Just a
Smoke coming out, and finds one headshot coming through, but SemiFinal1 will get mowed down as Moza finds that final kill. The bomb will get defused to RRQ. Now moving up 3-0 here in the second half, tying us up across the board 5-5.
They need 2 more rounds and straight to close this one out for RRQ Endeavour. Just like the grenade got me, he was also thinking that there was a grenade. He was pushed away from the position where he was supposed to hide, and that actually got him out of that site, out of the comfort zone where he should be hiding.
Fire in the hole.
Pretty fast push coming out. Jax positions to all the way actually into the back B side. So RRQ really focusing on A right now, having all 4 members nearby.
Playing it slow, Fire not going to be pushing out.
Gentle and AoeXe, they are slowly actually moving all the way towards the B, through that road, all the way at the bottom. It's going to take some time.
To inch his way forward. Nade's coming out. Fire going to be holding the staircase as best as he can. Nade's not going to be clipping Freed. Spot each other just for a moment, but no shots taken. Fire gets a little bit of damage there, knocking Freed down to about half HP, but cannot get that finishing blow. Moza, however, with his own nade, will go ahead and get rid of him.
They finally will go down to the B side, and at the same time, they will try to go into the A side, but Fire is keeping this wall right here.
Double
Takes
kill.
2.
Gets rid of him again. Now it's AoeXe and Gentle, the last ones left alive. Shots coming through out the window, but next Jax finds the shot, and that's going to be the finish. As Gentle will fall, Moza picking up that final blow. Another victory here for RRQ. 4 in a row in the second half.
And they need 1 more to close this one out, and AoeXe right now needs to have at least 2 rounds in the red side. They have not been able to take any round.
They have to pick these up, and they have to do it very quickly here as things start looking extremely dangerous for Art of Execution. Remember, this is their map pick.
And they can't really break through RRQ in the red side. That's a tough mission because they got Jax in the B side and the rest of the members in the A. And when they can break through that A, it's going to be a lot easier, but they just simply cannot. The grenade has been working somewhat, but not enough to actually break through. And they only have 1 more round, 1 more chance to actually break through. So are they going to go all in or try to work things out by cutting one with the grenades? Let's see what kind of move they make. AoeXe on their last one, on the first set. They know that Jax is somewhere around and does spot him.
And they've been going back and forth here. Was able to tag up next Jax with a couple shots. Now they just kind of have him pinned here in the mid-section of this staircase.
Yeah, just by having the position and the focus all the way up here, you can just tell that AoeXe is thinking that Jax is the main problem and needs to take him down before they do anything. They'll come all the way around. Jax actually, okay, backing up just in time, and Moza comes around into the B cafe. So they got a good defensive line here.
Next shot's gonna be coming out, looking for the nade. Not quite gonna be able to land it up on top of Highway. So unable to smoke off that angle. Still sniping from the low ground. We'll just go ahead and push his way further out, away from the members of Art of Execution. So Jax showing some restraint, which is not something that we've really seen from him this weekend. But Fire, on the other hand, another double kill over to this man. Now next Jax sees an opening, picks up a kill there onto Freed. He's looking for another, and he's gonna find it. Gentle taken down, 1 more member remaining. AoeXe all on his lonesome on the opposite side of B is inching forward. He's looking for the kill. Next Jax takes a little bit of damage. He's looking for this 1v1.
He's got all the reinforcements coming in, and seems like Fire is going to find AoeXe. 1 more core kill required, and that's going to be it. 5-0 in the second half. Art of Execution will not be able to take any round, and they will lose the first set. First set going to RRQ Endeavour.
Absolutely huge turnaround for RRQ. After an extremely lackluster beginning in that first half on the attack, they come back through and just sweep them under the rug. 7-5 in the end, the round total for map 1. And again, That was Art of Execution's map pick. Now we go over to RRQ's with Safe House for map 2.
That was, well, this great rotation coming out from RRQ, just understanding what Art of Execution wants to do. When Jax, he thinks he has more than one coming towards him, he will always go towards the backside of B, looking for the backups from his teammates, searching for the right position. And the most important part is A site was never broken. That's why he could have that position. Look at that, showing some confidence here.
I love it. Hamming it up for the audience here. Fire and King Leo showing their love to the fans.
It's actually King Leo's birthday, it's just what I heard.
Well, you know,
congrats
another
to him.
championship sounds like a pretty good birthday present.
Oh yes, but they gotta go all the way up here. They've only taken one set, but that's a great start for them.
Absolutely fantastic. Safe House could decide it all. You think back to, you know, the last time these guys squared off, it was a 2-0 in favor of RRQ. Will history repeat itself, or will it be rewritten?
We'll have to see. Here's the birthday player we have, and he breaks through. That's where their attack actually started towards the A side, which the second half, Art of Execution was not able to do too much.
I think they were barely able to do anything. Honestly, minimal kills picked up by the Russian squad. It really was just, you know, the Indonesian show coming through. RRQ just dominated absolutely everything.
Jax, first half, not as much, but the second half was the real power, and Fire was actually taking so much kills down. Gentle having some great defense in the first half, but the second half seemed very tough job. Look at all these grenades, and eventually Talent just get picked off from all those grenades.
But just great flanks, great coordination and communication coming from RRQ on this defense. Every time somebody was getting pushed on, there was always a teammate there to back them up for the flank. So it's just some stunning shots here at the end from NextJax picking up those final kills, but that, you know, last few rounds really was the Fire show, coming up with those multi-kills throughout.
So Fire actually went all the way towards the blue side alone, and then got those just rotating around, not expecting him to be there.
Yeah, triple kill right there in that last round, so stunning performance from him. And it's good to see as we get closer and closer to the end of the day where we will be having that MVP award. But here we go, map 2. Gonna be ready to go as we get ready to load up on the Safe House.
It's going to be Safe House. There are lots of these small bridges on top where you don't, if you are found, it's going to be really hard. A long mid pathway at the center. Kind of like Province that we had yesterday, but it's a different story. Safe House, you have to think about the angles from the first floor and the second floor. There is a big difference. Going all the way towards B, it's the common one that we see a lot, but it's pretty even between A and B, not like the last one where we have a lot more attack onto A side. So this will be the map choice of RRQ Endeavour, and they are leading in this best of 3 so far.
And that's when things get absolutely terrifying for you if you're the enemy team losing on your map pick against this squad, the reigning champions, now moving over onto their choice of a map. Can it be just so very scary when you're down? So it seems like we just need to restart on the lobby here right quick.
As soon as we get that, we get one player, it seems like we have just a slight monitor issue. When that's fixed, we will just remake the room and then get set number 2 ongoing as soon as possible. Of course.
That seems like maybe there's an issue here in the booth of Art of Execution for Freed,
Yes,
who
it
has
is for
been,
Freed.
you know, one of the most crucial members of this squad. So certainly needs to make sure that that monitor is going to be in working order.
I think it's a lot of fight between Fire and Freed up on the front line, where they just face each other. It has been Fire taking a lot and being really too aggressive almost. If he goes all the way out, he was too aggressive that the enemy actually thought there was no way that he's going to be there. He caught them a surprise several times in the first map of Below City. Let's see if he actually goes all the way out and do that again. In Safe House, you can actually get caught in many different angles if you go out to the center. But let's see, Fire manages to do that at all maps all the time.
It seems like the monitor issue has been taken care of. The players are readied up, just taping down some final wires to make sure things aren't shifting around on the desk. And then we should be jumping right back in here for map number 2. Will we see another 2-0 in favor of RRQ in this matchup? Or can Art of Execution do exactly what RRQ just did, beat them on their opponent's map choice, and extend this into a third and final map to decide who will be our first team advancing into the final? The players are loading into the game. We should be set and ready to go. Let's go ahead, jump back onto safe house from map 2 in this series.
Fire in the hole.
We have Art of Execution in red. RRQ Endeavour in blue.
Fire in the hole.
Next Jax, he's gonna open things up, finds that headshot onto Gentle. He didn't even see it coming.
Fire in the hole.
He takes the one going down. Those jump shots are really hard to actually take, but he takes it.
He's looking for a couple more shots here, but will peel back away from this position. Freed now gonna start pushing forward. Oh, almost snipes him through the smoke, but was just a second too late there. Yatagon will be able to take down Fire. Crucial member to find a kill onto here.
They break through if they get the center, they can go all the way through the front yard.
King Leo, though, double kill over to him. Freed and AoeXe both gonna be going down. Now it's Yatagon and Raiden, the last 2 members remaining, but a nade out from Yatagon does take down Talent, making this a 2v2.
They have control over the A side and the valley. So it's going to take a lot of time for them to actually go all the way back because they got Jax, but it takes a long time. And Yatagan positioning himself towards right in the center.
Yeah, bomb plan coming through.
Bomb has been planted.
Raiden getting that one set. Next Jax watching the side here. Smoke's going to be out on the alleyway. Now looking over towards site, trying to spot out one of the remaining members. Barely just saw Raiden right there. He's got this small little angle to work with perhaps, but King Leo managed to come up with that 1v1 exchange. Dangerously low here. Will get mowed down. Raiden able to find the kill. Now it's going to be Next Jax pushing forward with that sniper, with that pistol, trying to find the 1v1 kill. He's going to have the high ground advantage, trying to poke down Raiden. Sprayed away as he drops down, but Next Jax has him with the pistol, takes him out, now goes over to try to get the defuse. A close one, but should have it in time.
And that will
Bomb
just be
defused.
in time. Nicely done with the pistol because with Sniper, we can only take so many
Mission
shots. And he
failed.
brings him down after getting the info that he is actually really low with just 1 pistol shot. Nicely done. The RRQ taking the first round in blue.
A bit of a heartbreaking loss there for Art of Execution. So very close, 0.68 seconds away from having that bomb go off and getting that round 1 victory when they very much need any win that they can find.
Fire in the hole.
So advantage already over
Fire in the
to
hole.
the reigning champions.
Last time Fire went down towards the B entrance, towards the central passage. That's going to be the main one. You would expect Jax to be all the way out here, but he was up in the B alley last time, so they can actually push all the way towards the central area.
Fire in the
Jax
hole.
taking some shots again. In the smoke, almost found it. Gets clipped onto the boxes there for a moment, but fortunately for him, Freed was not pursuing that aggressively. Otherwise, it certainly could have been him going down. Freed now pushing up here onto the corner, but King Leo finds 2, looking for 3. Takes a lot of damage falling down, 28 HP, spamming out onto the corner. Takes down Yatagan with the help of Moza. Now Talent also finds Gentle, and just like that, it all comes crumbling down. Art of Execution just
Mission
get decimated
failed.
here in the second round, and RRQ pick up another win.
I can see the strategy from AoeXe because they were able to break through that central passage last time. Even though they got the headshot from Jax, first of all, when they was 45. They tried that once again, similar thing, and it didn't work. Now it's time to change it up a little bit, it seems like.
Jax still playing the same angle that we saw from round 1. Unable to find anything this time out. Nade's coming out. Oh, he doesn't react to it. Maybe he thought it was a smoke, but either way, he just gets blown to Kingdom Come. Freed coming up with that crucial pickoff. And maybe Art of Execution can transition this into a round win to put themselves on the board here.
And Execution focusing a little bit more towards the A side. They don't really want to focus and go into that B. As they take that Moza, Gentle also goes down to King Leo. The 4v3, so there's 3v3 right now with the Talent going down.
Yeah, pretty even as far as the HP bars, but Fire now will get dropped. Yatagan able to find that kill. King Leo answers back. AoeXe gonna be eliminated. Freed barely has any HP. Yatagan, however, gets the headshot. Now it's Talent all on his lonesome in a 1v2 situation.
Freed already into that B side, planting the bomb, so it'll take some time. And when they have 2 men
Bomb
on
has
this
been
one, and
planted.
they can certainly just win with all the angles. Talent, he has to cover a lot. of sights. The site and the room around him, the boxes on the side.
He's inching his way forward. Freed just going to be playing this angle. Might have heard him coming, hiding out. Now behind the drawers, jump coming through. Goes for the hits, but oh no, Freed will come up with that kill in the end. And Art of Execution have put themselves on the board now.
Okay.
Finally with that grenade. Again, taking down Jax. That was one of the most important thing that AoeXe is always trying to do. On both maps now. Trying to make a hole towards the B side and then start going towards the A side. Which has been just some pressure, but not actually not too many grenades. Thrown down all the way up there.
Look at that snipe out with his RB. Nades coming down, applying some pressure, but not finding any picks or damage.
Only King
Jax.
Leo actually in the B site, and Jax running around. As he was naded last time, he wants to change up his position.
Fire in the hole.
Good to see that adaptability, changing things up, trying to catch Art of Execution off guard with those snipes.
AoeXe only using the resident area and just looking for anyone coming around. Look at the position of Fire. He's trying to get anyone that comes around. I don't think he was spotted. Maybe from the positioning of AoeXe, maybe he was hurt or something related to happen, so they are positioning themselves perfectly away from it. Going into the center, alley, and they do not break through.
Yep, that's going to be Moza coming up with two back-to-back headshots as Freed and Wesley both get taken down. Jindal able to find one, and now it's going to be Yatagan also getting talent. So a 3v3. Exploding back out, very swift kills after a bit of a slow start. Halfway through the round, Moza taking some quick snipes through the smoke, trying to find somebody, but Yatagan's actually going to be the one coming up with the kill as King Leo will get dropped. Bomb getting ready to get planted. Gentle just trying to pick his position here. We'll start throwing that one down, but Moza pushes forward, finds the headshot, now the bomb. Not going to be planted. Well, the next actually still alive, throwing an 8 in over the wall, looking for a pick off. Or maybe the smoke off. Shots coming out, Yatagan by himself, away from the bomb site with less than a minute remaining on the clock.
It's a 2-1, but against the sniper, Yatagan has a lot of chance. Trying to push for it. Gets a backup first.
Moza gonna go down next, Jax. Can he clutch this out, push around the side? A lot of damage in, 7 HP remaining. Not gonna be able to get the clip. Still coming through the RB, looking for the shots, and he will be able to get him right up close and personal. Yatagan clutches it out for his squad. They put another round win on the board, 2-2 here on Safe House.
They almost got too greedy trying to plant so they can work with the angle. With that plant, just shooting all the way back from the A alley because they already had two positioning themselves there, but that was almost too greedy, almost lost the round, but coming in clutch at the very end. It's gonna tie us up 2-2 in the first half. So RRQ actually dropping a lot of rounds first half already, just like the first set we had.
Fire in the hole!
So this time RRQ actually going behind a little, positioning A and B together. They don't want to get picked up by any grenades. King Leo is the only one that's kind of out there.
Playing in Jax's usual position. Oh, nade's coming through. He's got to get the heck out of there. He'll be able to keep himself alive to get a couple shots, but no connection there onto Freed. Still just taking pot shots with that RB.
Fire in the hole!
We see some few grenades being tossed. And then they're trying to get someone in the B entrance.
Freed pushes that corner. Bit of damage traded back on either side, but King Leo going to be coming out better of it.
AoeXe is mainly focusing on the A side because they know Fire is a player that can always come out and go around the map and get them from behind. Getting the site from the second floor is always important. That's why they keep on holding that and also pressuring B Valley. Forces a big rotation from RRQ. So that's why they want to have a lot of members pushing that side as well.
Nades out, King Leo getting taken down. Wesley from the flank. Catch him off guard, and now Freed pushing forward, finds talent.
B side is open.
Dead. Big opening here for Art of Execution. Yatagan will get burned down by Fire. Takes a lot of damage in that process. Snipes coming out from next Jax, trying to gate them off of the point. He's got the backup here from Fire playing forward. Moza now going to get taken down. 2 members remaining for RRQ.
So they get B side open and then they come around towards the A side at the same time, expecting the rotation from RRQ towards the other side.
Has been planted.
But instead of focusing on one, they split. That has been a losing move for them.
Next Jax finds one, gets rid of Wezik. Does turn this into a 2v2. Raiden taking a lot of damage off screen. Will be able to stay alive here for the moment. But will also now find the kill there on a fire and right up close. Freed able to get that final headshot.
Mission
3
success.
consecutive rounds in a row now for Art of Execution.
So they bring it down with the shots. They want to go face to face
Fire in the hole.
and try to get them into
Fire
the
in the hole.
rotation. They don't get too greedy or too fast in terms of speed. Now it's actually Jax pushing out a little bit as he has moved from this place to others after the first 2 rounds. Trying to split up, of course, depending on where you spawn. That's also one of the things why you try going here or not.
Oh, there
Nice.
you go. Freed looking for the jump shots, but instead just delivers himself to his own death. Does get a tag on the next Jax, but not nearly as good as next Jax tag onto him.
Fire in
Well,
the
if you try
hole.
jumping once, that's okay. It's really hard. If you try jumping 2 times or 3 times in a row, well, that snipe's gonna get you.
Peeking a sniper from the same angle multiple times. Classic mistake
Fire in the hole.
in FPS gaming.
Fire in the hole.
Trying to
Fire in the
pressure.
hole. Fire in the hole.
AoeXe with 2 members once again throwing grenades a lot into the A site, but not really going to catch or do any damage.
Fire in the hole.
Fire pushing out towards the alley. They don't know where he is.
He's still playing for it. They start pushing around the corner. He's looking for the double. He's going to be able to find it. Gentle and Raiden both going to be burned down.
But Wesik finds another kill into the B entrance and does find the pretty good backup with Yatagari right in the middle.
Next Jax right here around the back side of the box, and he's not ready for it. Wesik will be able to find that kill, and that's going to lead to a plant on to B. 2v2 situation.
Mozafire actually coming all the way around from the red side, but gets found.
Spotted out, and Yatagan takes him out. Headshot instantly. Just getting rid of him. Now it's Moza, full HP, but by himself. Both members of AoeXe have been harmed. So significantly weaker, but playing very close. And Wesik has it. Another round to the
Mission
Russians. 4
success.
in a row now.
Okay, let's go.
And it's the map that RRQ actually chose, and losing this many rounds against
Exactly.
red
Fire in the hole.
is going to be a tough one to even think. Just thinking about the second half, it's going to be a lot of pressure built already onto RRQ. Out of execution, they want to close this one out with 5 red points and straight. And when they go blue, it's going to be an easier of a job to actually.
Next Jax pushing up. Misses the shot, however.
Fire in the hole.
Cannot get that kill that would have helped them stabilize quite a bit. Nades will be coming out, and there you go. On the retreat, does get that tag on the Raiden, taking him down.
So instantly they push out towards the B site.
Moza cutting his way back, throwing down the smokes, keeping himself walled off effectively here, but King Leo gonna get pushed on. Freed finds a kill, now a nade on the talent, takes him down.
Fire in the hole.
3v4. RQ trying to maintain control, but the B bomb site is just swarmed with members of Art of Execution, but pushing to the backside. Finds Freed, comes in from behind, takes him down. Moza now looking for a little bit more, but he's in such an awkward position, having to duck and dive around these boxes. Pushing through, gets a lot of damage in on a Yatagan, but he will be able to get that kill. But now it's just going to be Gentle, all on his lonesome. Bomb still going to be planted, now making it a 1v1. Fire, can he close this out? The answer looks like it's going to be yes. Gets the kill, moves over, has plenty of time to get that defusal in. RQ will be able to stabilize and extend this half
Bomb
of the map.
defused.
Oh, see, that was well handled by RRQ because they had 2
Mission
of the members
failed.
out on the opposite side, total opposite side of the map from the B side. So it was the right move for Moza to go really slow because he had to wait for the backup, only having 3 members. That was the well-made move, and Jax taking one down, coming all the way around from the B alley. Great job actually getting all the snipes because this is a position where he was never been in this game yet.
Yet again, going to be looking for Raiden, playing in the same spot. So they're not playing far enough forward to force him off of this position for the moment. Nade will be coming down. Now they start inching forward with fire. Nade's coming through. Raiden starts backing away. They're looking for the snipe, but it seems like he's learned from the last time. Does keep himself safe. Still playing up here onto the high ground. Small opportunity there for Next Jax to get that shot off, but is not able to take it.
With that slow approach, they draw out two grenades at least from each side, so that's a good trade for them. As Jax doesn't really find anything and goes all the way around, so they're going to be switching positions a little bit. They back out from the A site, trying to push into the B alley now from AoeXe.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, King Leo, though, finds that kill. Remote bomb coming through, and AoeXe will get dropped. Freed as well, down to 44 HP. Solid pick-off. Man advantage here to RRQ, especially now the next Jax has gotten another one. Raiden finally going to be falling to that sniper. Yadagon as well, burned down. Fire coming up with that kill. RRQ looking to swing this one back into their favor. Looking to take us 4 and 4. And it seems like that's exactly what's going to happen. Unless Chisel can pull off the 1v5 ace clutch.
That's going to be the toughest mission ever in day number 2 so far.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yep. Gentle, putting himself near the red spawn and just trying to see anyone's coming towards the front yard. It will be likely Moza or Fire coming around from the A alley, but they're not pushing too far because there are lots of angles that you can be caught.
Whoa!
He turns around, gets the headshot. What a quick reflex!
What a reaction from him.
Okay, let's move out.
Manages to get the 180 off, just locks him down. Headshot coming through. And now just like that, RRQ have tied us up 4 to 4.
Fire in the
Final
hole.
round.
Fire in the hole.
Let's see who's gonna take the final round of the first half. As AoeXe
Fire in the
moves
hole.
up pretty quickly into the B entrance now. Free Yadagon going inside.
Nades going off like crazy. Moza manages to find one. Now Talent gets rid of Freed. 2 members down just like that. Multiple others gonna be injured. Gentle gonna fall. Raiden answers one back there on the next Jax, but it is just a slaughter, and RRQ will be able to take the first half, but it was damn close. 5 to 4.
Back-to-back 2 rounds. RRQ and then 4 straight rounds for Art of Execution.
And then 3 more straight for RRQ.
And we have a 5 to 4, just telling us that this semifinals is how close they are. These both teams are just on top of those action and expecting a lot of where they are, just having a lot of pre-fire, just going straight into the headshots. See the skills, high level of skills that comes out from these players.
Well, absolute insanity here so far on Safe House. You know, are we gonna have a clear-cut winner? Does this result in a draw? And what happens?
We're gonna have extra rounds if we go into the draw, because that's going to be the way always. That's
Yeah.
and
It
Out of
might have to come
Execution-
down to that.
But Out of Execution needs to have 5 rounds at least in the second half. Of course, RRQ, they take the 5 rounds first. That's going to be just game over, set over, and match over. Because they took the first set with Glow City. So they can have that one continued. Let's see if Out of Execution is able to come back in the second half too.
Let's see if we're gonna have, you know, a third and final map, whether or not we're gonna have those extra rounds to determine the winner here on Safe House.
All right.
Side swaps have come through, the players loaded back in. RQ now on the attack. Let's see how they fare.
Let's see how they want to focus.
Fire in the hole.
So far, no real pressure.
Gotta
Into
get
the
it
ASAP
back
Fire.
up.
Fire always in the front line. He just sweeps through every single spot and try to do damage.
I mean, there's a reason he came into today having the most kills in the tournament.
And the most death as well, right?
Not
Almost.
quite, but very high up there. There's a couple people that had more deaths than him, but
He's pretty up there with the death because he's the striker for the team.
Yeah.
Trying to open up the spots. Spot Yadagon.
shots coming through. Nice headshot there from Fire. Yadagon gonna be going down. Even a body shot, I think, at that point might have eliminated him. But how much damage he took on the first push. Reed sniping out onto the side. Gets that shot on Moza, taking him down. Fire comes up with another one. AoeXe gonna be eliminated.
Goes into the A front yard. A's open, basically.
Gentle. Don't get burned down. Talent was there to back up Fire, and now they're in onto the site. Getting that bomb plant. It's Freed and Raiden against the world 2v4 scenario.
Look at King Leo and Talent just having both angles covered. 180. Can they actually break through this site? Both of them.
A great crossfire set up here. Pushing forward towards the truck. King Leo going to be able to find Raiden. Now it's just Freed on his lonesome with a sniper. Nade will be coming down, trying to find some pick off. Does get one. But next Jax shuts him down. And RRQ will be able to get the round win.
Mission success.
That's a really nice tempo that they control. Is all because of fire. And he was able to break through into the B entrance, pressuring B side at the same time, forcing the backup all from the A end, and he just switches to A side, and it takes control of the A front yard. Just like that. I don't think it's going to happen too many times, but if he's able to do that any time, in any round, that's going to be a good news for them.
Well, there you go. Huge pickoff. As Fire will get taken out first and foremost. King Leo as well taking a little bit of damage, but Talent will be able to find Freed with that grenade. More being dumped down the staircase here. Will not be resulting in any kills.
Going towards the central passage and towards the B entrance in the front yard.
King Leo finds another one. Was it going to be burned down?
Only Raiden in the B site.
Moses pushing forward. Raiden playing over on the staircase here
Fire in the hole.
for the site. Nade out from Moza does take down Raiden. Now it's just Gentle left.
The one coming around slowly.
Bomb has been planted.
Towards the blue respawn.
He's pretty close, but he's going to be getting flanked here shortly.
He's inside,
Coming
but
up
he's got to
behind him.
check
Sounds
a
like
lot.
he can maybe hear next Jax. He takes a shot. Not going to be able to find that hit. Nade thrown down onto the corner. Chases in, but the nade does get him post-mortem. Taking him down another
Mission
round over
fail.
to RRQ.
All right, let's move out.
Jax just drawing him out, says, if you gotta kill me, you gotta take the grenade too, and you're the last one for the team. And what a smart play coming out from the sniper. It shows the experience that he had on the map. And Freed so far not finding too many kills yet. Trying to do the same, but RRQ slowly approaching this time. They're not really going too quickly. Fire, of course, in that front line. Throws a grenade into the A resident alley.
Shot coming through. Oh, missed it on Moza. He was actually standing still for just a moment, but thought that he was going to be juking out, but this
Nice.
time does scoop it up. That is crucial, Freed. If he had gotten taken down after that miss, it would have been such an upsetting moment for him, I'm sure. Yanagon a big tag from that nade, but does manage to stay alive. Now going to be pushing back over here to the left-hand side, looking for next Jax to tag him up to about half HP.
Jax
He is able to retreat, and now he's going to be sniping again. Pushes up over the top, looking to take down Yanagon.
And King
Will
Leo's
have to head
coming
for
in
the
for the
hills.
backup, and so he has to back up as well. But pushing inside the A entrance.
Talent finds one, Talent finds two. It's taking Yanagon now going to be going down, making a triple kill. Gentle going to be eliminated now.
A side is widely open. Can he actually come back into the same similar situation from the last round?
Freed finds one, but they still have to go for a retake here. Through the choke, Freed finds another Talent, gonna be eliminated. That makes it a 2v2, and Fire is dangerously low with his HP. Freed finds the shot, can he get the last one? King Leo, gonna be the last member alive. The reload coming through, and Raiden is able to find it. What a turnaround, Art of Execution will get the defusal, and they get themselves on the board in the second half.
That was a miracle moment. That's basically the highlight. It might just
That
be the
was
highlight of
as
the entire
clutch
day.
as it gets.
Breaking into A side with
defused.
the sniper and the rifle when both angles are covered in the alley and the back of the truck and the bomb
Mission
site
success.
without a grenade. They just brought it down with their skills and the speed. They had a lot of time left to defuse as well. So
Insane.
that's insane play coming out from the team.
Absolutely crazy here for Art of Execution. That is going to be slowing the roll of RRQ quite a bit, you would expect. We'll see if they're going to be able to push straight back through and get another round on the board, or whether or not Art of Execution can tie us up 2-2 here in the second half. For now, though, we will be at a 7-5 record overall. RQ still in the lead. Next Jack's taking quite a bit of damage here, down to 35 health.
Yeah, it's a
They'll
good
have to
idea.
peel back and play more defensively.
Yeah, when they lose, after having a 3v with the planted bomb like that, it is always a good move to slow down and then go with the strategy that they feel the most comfortable with. That's exactly why RRQ is trying to do this slowly, take this down. He's trying to look for some spots, even though he doesn't really see exactly with those smokes. Going towards the B plant, very close.
Rosa inching forward, finds Raiden, but Raiden gets the headshot. Taking him down. Hoping to stabilize things. Art of Execution keeping their hopes alive. If they can take the lead here. Fire, however, evening the score. Gets the kill on the Yanagon.
Breakthrough into the A yard and to the bomb site.
He's pushing up, smoke gonna be thrown down, but Chico can't get out of there. Fire just hounds him down, finds that kill. Now just gonna be spamming out. Hoping to make sure that the coast is clear.
And they can just keep on going A side. Bomb planted. Can
Bomb
they do
has
this
been
again? But
planted.
without a sniper this time. Raiden gets taken out by King Leo. 1v4. And that's going to be it with a final kill coming down. And that's another round taken.
Fail. Okay, let's go.
They just keep moving deeper and deeper into this. The pressure building. RRQ 3-1 now.
Let's see. They try to go towards the central area. It takes some time to break in. Try to look for some sniping shots.
Nades coming through, trying to find fire, but will not be able to find revenge there for Gentle. AoeXe in the meantime opens things up. Freed gonna get burned down. Yatagon, however, trying to shut down this push. Gets two. Fire gonna be dropped. Yatagon trying to keep himself alive. Gets tagged up and will be burned down. AoeXe swapping over onto the revolver. And just to find that kill, now it's gonna be a 1v2 situation. Raiden, the last member alive here on Art of Execution. They crucially need to stop RRQ from picking up more rounds, but this is gonna be such a tough retake here for him. AoeXe in on the high ground on A with that sniper rifle.
Just 1-2 coming around as Raiden does have some time, so he decides to actually come around slightly and then goes towards the yard. Raiden, he has to find two, and there are two looking into the perfect angle. One sniping from the bomb site. Right next to him.
Push forward, finds one, but there you go. AoeXe does find that final shot
Mission
to close
failed.
out the round.
Okay, let's go.
That's gonna be the fourth one.
Fire in the hole!
All they need is to find one more to take this down. And they actually close the set out and move into the finals. RRQ is about to do it. Jack
Oh,
slowly
very
moving
close.
it. Freed
Fire in the hole!
just misses it by a paper thin.
Yeah, by a sliver. And look at what is happening on the rest
RRQ's
of the
destroying
map.
them.
3 members going to be gone. That is going to be the go button here for RRQ. Push on the back. Freed manages to get that headshot there onto King Leo. Slows him down a little bit, but it's still such a dire situation. Their tournament lives are riding on it right here as Moza plants the bomb on B. Gentle and Freed need to have one of the hardest pop-off performances that they have ever had in their point-blank careers.
Just 1-2 kills away. As AoeXe has still a chance, but time is ticking down. Jack's coming around, trying to snipe onto one, gets one.
Yeah, it's gonna be Freed going down. Gentle pushes out, and there you
win.
go. The closeout coming through. RRQ will be able to take it.
We don't even have to go to set number 3. RRQ takes set 1 and 2 in Blow City, Safe House back to back, and they are going to be moving on to the grand finals. What a team. They have been dominant first half of the Safe House. They seemed like it was going to be really close with that 5-4 score, but in the second half, they just destroyed Art of Execution.
And it's so unfortunate for Art of Execution after such a clutch performance to get that round win in that massive retake coming through on the A site. But unfortunately for them, this is a bit of a familiar feeling. Another 0-2 loss at the hands of RRQ. They will be advancing into that grand final again here in 2018 to try to get those back-to-back championships, to reclaim that trophy and take it home with them back to Indonesia yet again.
Art of Execution had a lot of chances, showed a lot of great moments. One of the saves from the blue 2-3 moment, I'll never forget that ever. That was one of the best things I have seen in Safe House.
Absolute insanity, but we're not done with Art of Execution yet. They still do have one more series to be played after our second semifinal, where they'll be looking to fight for that third place spot, earn some extra prize money, 10K on the line for that match, but that'll be a little bit later on. Next, coming up, it's gonna be Signature PB going up against Juventus for a second semifinal to figure out who our second team in the grand final will be. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a bit.